Okay, you're already acting up. You've already fallen twice. I'm trying to fix you so you don't fall again. I think that's Jim coming. Yes, so we'll be right back. Gotta let Jim in, otherwise he'll run me over. I forgot he's not going all the way into the garage because he's getting ready to go on his big trip, his big hunting trip. You ready, Jim?
Almost.
Almost. He went to the back cracker to get a tune-up on his back. So, anyway. Oh, he's got lots of gasoline. I guess we're going to Jimmy's to have another fire.
Yeah, there you go.
Because he needed a lot of gasoline, and then he didn't really have any luck getting it started. So, anyway, today is Wednesday, November 10th, and we have some birthdays today. Do you want to sing with me, Jim?
No.
I offered to go for my walk. He didn't want to wait. He didn't want me to wait for him to go for my walk with me. Let me see if I can get that. No, that didn't work. I don't know why it's so bright in the background. Let me see if I... Let me turn it off and try it again. Well, I don't know about you, but that was distracting me. Oh my gosh, our mail is coming early. We usually don't get our mail till like 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and it's 1:45. That's weird. I walked late today. I did a lot of stuff around the house, so. Anyway, we do have birthdays. That's what I started to tell you when Jim rudely said he wouldn't sing. But today is Mark, who's Bee over at Bee's Journey. Her husband, Mark. Today's Mark's birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mark. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. It's also Bobby Hart's birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Bobby. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. It's also Dorothy Palmer's birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Dorothy. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. And of course, I'm not going to forget William Hughes. William, I wouldn't forget you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear William. Right? Happy birthday to you. Gotta fix that. Cha-cha-cha. I'm trying to put that down so I don't have it bothering me. But William, that was a crappy song. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear William. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Oh, I wanted to clarify, because Roy in the comments let me know that I did send, remember when I told you I sent the questions out for the month of November? My server was acting up, and so I tried to divide it up into like the first 2 weeks and then the last 3 weeks. And so Roy said that I sent him the wrong set of questions, and I'll take your word for it, Roy. But Joan and Kim had the right questions so far when I was watching. I haven't watched all of the tag videos yet, but I'm going to watch them all today. But Roy, if it was on my end, I so apologize. But he said he'd rather be Snoopy. So, clarified that. And then what I like about showing you my food now is because remember last night I was so confused about where I got that 1 point? I couldn't figure out where that 1 point was, and I wrote her name down. Connie Hall, H-U-L, pointed out to me that it must have been my sour cream, my tablespoon of sour cream. And it was. Makes me feel so much better because even afterwards I kept looking at the list and I kept looking at my plate as I was eating, and I thought, what's the dealio? What's going on here? I don't understand. So, anyway, I did plan out my menu today. I am going to have a bowl of cream of wheat, which is 4 points on my plan, and a point for the milk. So it's going to be a 5-point breakfast. And then I'm going to have a grapefruit and a banana and a glass of orange juice for 2. So it's going to be a total of a 7-point breakfast. I did add to my weeklies because of my walking and my vegetables and my water drinking. I'm still kind of curious to see how that's going to work because I did walk before and I did drink water. And it didn't affect my weight. But then I ate a lot too. So I am staying on plan 2 days in a row. Stuck to it, stayed with it. And so I'm really happy with my progress so far. I did end up drinking almost 100 ounces of water yesterday, and I paid for it because I was up most of the night going to the bathroom. But small price to pay, I guess. I don't sleep sound anyhow. I'm a very light sleeper, but I can wake up, identify the noise, and then go right back to sleep. So I do that a lot. We have wind chimes, and so I know I should probably take them down, but I love the sound of them. But they wake me up, and then I go, oh, what's that sound? And then we sleep with the windows open. Well, not completely open. We crack it about that much. We have it open, and we turn our heat off. In the winter, we just turn our heat way, way, way down and just crack the window because we like a little bit of fresh air. So you hear a little bit more noises in the night. But today I wanted to talk about detours. We've all taken a detour sometime in our life, whether it's on the road that we're traveling or on our journey here for Weight Watchers or any kind of weight loss plan that you're on. But I think that we shouldn't get so upset with ourselves. I mean, I've really been upset with myself this year because I've really strayed off the beaten path. I've gone past the detour. I've taken the detour from the detour from the detour from the detour, so I'm way far off the path, and I'm working my way back to that path to get back on my right track. And just because I haven't reached my goals now, which I really wish I would have by now, I really do, but it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter how long it takes, as long as I'm continuing on and not giving up and trying my best and doing my best that I can do. And I really do think that I am really trying my best now. I think all along this year I was trying, and I started off trying my best, but I didn't continue the whole week trying my best. So therefore that's why I ran into some issues. I decided I have an Apple Watch that tracks my steps, but then I take it off and I put my pajamas on at night, so it's not really tracking my steps. Not that I get a lot of steps in after I put my pajamas on, but I do like to get up like every half hour and walk around a little bit. I can't stay sitting for too long. And then, so I got my old Fitbit out because I wanted to track my sleep too. So I got the Fitbit out, and I was going through the stats because it kept all my stuff. I was really surprised. I thought that it would have been gone by now. But I told you that I did lose weight before I joined Weight Watchers. When I did join Weight Watchers, I weighed 304.2. And then I noticed on my Fitbit in December of 2015, I weighed 306. So in my mind, I know when I get to the 206, I'll have hit my 100 pounds that I've actually recorded, although I think I was way heavier than that. But my Weight Watcher goal is 100 pounds, which you'll show on my app when I show you each week. I'm going to go for that for my official 100-pound loss. But when I get to 206, I'll feel a little sense of pride. Well, I feel a little sense of pride right now because I think I've really done amazing compared to my past. And I know that it's taken me a while to get to my goals. It really has. So many people have passed me by that we started at the same time. But I have to really think that all this waiting is serving a purpose. And I really do think that the waiting for me, the purpose I was serving to myself, is realizing that even though you say it out loud and you put it out in the universe, because I'm a big believer, whatever you put in the universe is going to come back and hit you in the face. I really did put out in the universe that I didn't really want to reach my goals, because if I would have put out in the universe that I really was dedicated to reaching my goals, I would have hit it. I would have hit my goal. And I think the purpose it served me waiting so long is realizing that even though I had good intentions when I first started and I threw out all those good vibes into the universe, and I think I had like 16 or 17 weeks in a row with a loss. Now, granted, I was really heavy. A lot of that is water weight. A lot of it is just because you're consuming less calories. I mean, I understand that, but it was the psychological boost that I needed, and it kept me on the track of going. So I do think that if I set the purpose now of my life, the purpose that I've learned, the purpose I need to serve is just take a loss. Don't stress for like a certain pound goal by a certain date. Don't say that, like I had said in September that I was going to hit my 100 pounds by December 31st. There's no way I'm going to hit that. There's no way, unless I go on Survivor. And even if I went on Survivor, I don't think I would, because I'd be stealing everybody else's food. They'd kick me off right away. They'd kick me off right away, and then I'd be able to feast on the food in the cabin while I'm waiting to get sent back to the mainland. So that serves no purpose for me. But as true in life, there's always going to be bumps. You're going to always hit a bump in the road. especially here in Michigan. We got so much construction going on. Oh my goodness gracious. There's construction. There's not a clear path to get anywhere. From my house, there's not a clear path to get anywhere. I'm going to be hitting bumps. I'm going to be hitting detours. I'm going to be hitting slowdowns. And, but I think that the bumps in the road kind of lead you in the right direction, because I've come to realize the bump in the road for me was I have to weigh on a Monday, because weekends get away from me. As much as I try not to have them get away from me, they do. But now if I have to hold myself accountable on a Monday to a weigh-in, it's going to really make a difference in my weight. I really do believe that, because I'm not going to have the excuse, well, I still got Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I can really starve myself, which is sometimes what I did. And that's not the way. That's just not the way. And that's not the way I did it when I first started. I followed the plan. I ate what I was supposed to eat. I stayed in my portion sizes. I stayed all of that. And I wrote this down because I wanted to remember it, because it came to me when I was trying to, my theme for today was detours. I tell you, I always have to have a theme. Today was detours, but mine was the things that you can learn from detours. You're going to experience something that you might not have seen, that you might have missed, How many times you're used to just taking this road to get to wherever you're going to go? I'm used to taking I-75 till I get to Duluth. Obviously I got to take some little changes on the way, but for the most part, I'm taking I-75 just to get to the next interchange. But if there was a detour along the way, I might find a quicker path. I might find a prettier path, a more peaceful path, and I might learn something along the way, because it might be a detour that I never really thought, like, oh my goodness, because there's this one little detour on 75 that goes around Flint. We always just drove straight through and drove through the city, and now, one time there was a detour and we had to take the little side road, the side expressway, and we found out it cut a couple minutes off our trip. Not a lot, but enough, and it was a different scenery. And so I find that to be true of my journey here, is I think I'm experiencing something every time I go on a little detour. I've experienced the fact that I don't give myself enough credit for how far I've come. I don't give myself enough credit thinking that I'm helping people, because I do think I'm helping people sometimes. I'm not saying I'm helping you all the time. I'm not so conceited to think that, like, oh my gosh, Sandy's the only reason I'm making it to my journey. But I think that if I share my experiences, that I might just hit on one or two people that are sharing the same experiences as I am, and realize that, you're not alone. We're all taking a detour of life sometimes. And like I said, that this detour I've experienced, because I've had a major detour this year, is just to relax. Just relax, I know a lot of people are kind of fighting this new program. I think that there's a lot of things on it I don't like. There's a lot of things, there's more things that I do like. So there's a lot of things I'm confused about, but I think in time it'll teach me what I need to know about it. So I have to give myself patience, which is not one of my strong qualities. But I just think that I learned so much. Like the 2020, I learned so much about my family, how much I took for granted our weekly dinners, because we didn't do them all through 2020. We couldn't have a weekly dinner. We couldn't get together for Christmas or Thanksgiving. We couldn't do any of that stuff. And so the detour along the way taught me to appreciate when I'm with my family, because if you're new to my channel, my family is number one on my bucket list. Number one. It's like there's nothing. Well, God comes before my family, but my family is like right up there. It's just right up there. And the reason I'm so successful is I have such a supportive family, and all of you guys are so supportive of me all the time. And when you give me tough love, I so appreciate it. And the trolls, you're out there. There's nothing I can do about you. If it makes your life that much happier to troll on me, if that's what gives you joy, I guess I don't have a problem with it. I have very thick skin. And if I get a really crappy comment, I just figure, I say a prayer for that person, because I think, oh my gosh, this is how they get their joy in life. This is ridiculous that this is how they get their joy in life. And if you really look at, like, bullies usually are being bullied, but they don't let you know that they're being bullied too. So everybody has a story. They really do. And my story is that no more detours. Well, sometimes I might, because I like to enjoy the scenery. learn a little bit more about myself. But I'm not taking a detour from the detour. Let's put it that way. So, okay, let's go eat breakfast because it's kind of late. Well, I got to take a shower first because you smell that? What that smell? My nephew Steve. That's what he used to say all the time. You smell that? What that smell? Okay, talk to you guys in a bit. Okay, we're going to have a bowl of cream of wheat with some orange juice and some fruit for dessert. Part of our meal. The cream of wheat used to be, for me, 3 points, but then it went up to 4. But the orange juice used to be 3 and it went down to 2, so it kind of balanced out. So today is Wednesday, November 10th. I have 18 dailies and 38 weeklies. My quote is always see any detour as an opportunity to experience and learn new things about yourself. It's an 8-point breakfast, 4 points for a cup of cooked cream of wheat, 1 point for a quarter cup of 2% milk, 2 points for 8 ounces of Simply Light orange juice, 0 for my banana, grapefruit, and tea, and I have a teaspoon of brown sugar for 1 point. That's the only cereal that I add sugar to is cream of wheat. So there's what I'm using. Now let's go eat. Okay, I'm not really going to eat a lunch today because I ate my breakfast so late, but I'm going to have some popcorn and a sugar-free Jell-O. It is a 2-point lunch because I'm going to consider it a lunch. So I've used 10 points so far, and I still have 8 points left for my dinner. Okay, Jim didn't want anything for dinner tonight because he's still busy getting packing, so I have an oddball dinner. But look at that, a homemade oatmeal cookie, my downfall. But anyway, we'll talk about that. For dinner, it's a 12-point dinner because of the cookie. Otherwise, I would have been on plan. But I got 2 ounces of deli ham for 2 points. On my old plan, it was 0. My egg, my tea, my acorn squash, I did look it up. On my plan, it's still 0. Tomato and cucumber, 0. 1 ounce of provolone cheese. The Swiss is 5, but for some reason my provolone stayed at 4. And a homemade oatmeal cookie for 6 points. So I ended the day with 22 points, which is 4 over. But as you can see, I have 38 weeklies, and that's what they're there for. 1 cookie is not going to make or break me because Jim is taking the rest with him up north when he goes hunting. I also wanted to point out, I didn't realize that you can't put Pyrex lids in the microwave. I thought it was one of my Rubbermaid ones, which I can put in the microwave. But it kind of got ruined. And the instructions don't say anything about not putting it in the microwave, but I should have known better. So I'm hoping that I can reshape it. If not, oh well. Well, day 3 of the plan, and I think I'm doing pretty good. I had the homemade cookie. If you watch my channel, you know store-bought cookies don't bother me in the least. You could put all kinds of cookies in front of me. If they're store-bought cookies, I'm not going to be the least bit tempted. But a homemade cookie, especially my daughter's homemade oatmeal cookies or her homemade chocolate chip cookies. You lost me then. But every year when Jim goes hunting with his deer camp or whatever, and with his friends, Christy always makes a bunch of cookies. She makes chocolate chip cookies and oatmeal cookies, and Jim brings them up to share them with everybody. So I thought, I'm just going to sneak one of these cookies because they're going to be out of the house tomorrow morning, and I'm not going to have any more today. That was just enough. 6 points. If I would have known that I was going to have this cookie, because I forgot about her bringing the cookies, I would have not had the popcorn earlier and would have saved me 2 points. But I had enough weeklies, and that's what they're there for. So, like I said, if I was going to leave homemade cookies in the house, I would have never had a cookie because it would have led me on to another cookie and then another cookie and then another cookie. But knowing that they're going to be gone at 4:30 in the morning, I'm not going to be tempted by them. And then my dinner was very odd, but it was so filling. I don't know, between the squash and the egg and the cucumbers and the tomatoes. I do find, I always tell you how much I love vegetables, but now I notice I'm eating vegetables again. So we'll see how that was going to work out for me on my weigh-in day on Monday. So that's about it for now. I think that I'm done taking detours for a while, and I'm going to get right back on track. I think this is going to work for me. So, but if you're new to my channel, please subscribe, leave a comment, hit the like button, and share if you think somebody might like to see it. As always, stay safe, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow.